What is good everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to Jett Rope Dash. But before we get into this video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Gambari Bata, as he was the founder of the Jett Rope Dash and his Twitter is shown on the screen. So make sure to check it out because he's always coming up with new spots and posting them on there. This tutorial will be covering all spots and variations on Icebox and Split, so I hope you enjoy. Oh my god, that was sick, sorry. That was nuts! Starting with the fundamental of the Jett Rope Dash, I would go into a custom game and practice dashing and grabbing the rope at the same time. If done successfully, you'll see yourself dash and get pulled back to the rope. Now that you've learnt the fundamental of the Jett Rope Dash, it's time to learn how to detach yourself from the rope. So in order to do this, you'll have to dash, press F to attach to the rope, 180 so you can see where you're going, then let go of F for a split second, then return to holding it down again so you can detach from the rope smoothly. If you don't let go of F and hold it down for the entirety of the jump, you'll remain stuck to the rope. The same goes for pressing W on the rope. You'll detach but you won't have any momentum going off it. Now it's time to learn your first useful Jett Rope Dash, from B site into mid. In order to do this you'll need to updraft before doing the previous steps you've learned. This bit's going to sound a bit confusing, so I'd recommend just watching it in slow motion so you can see the key presses for yourself. So what you want to do is updraft, dash forward, grab the rope, let go of the F key 180 and hold the F key down so you detach smoothly, and then it's important that you start to strafe as well so you don't hit the wall ahead. Now that you've learnt your first rope dash, it's time to learn the spots. Starting with Split, Riot tried to patch the rope dash into mid from heaven, however this variation allows you to easily overcome Riot's attempted hotfix. So in order to do the rope dash shown, you'll want to updraft and dash at the same time whilst grabbing the rope, and repeat the previous steps you've learnt. It is important that you hold down W while strafing off the rope, as that will give you the maximum momentum when bunny hopping down mid. Moving on to probably the easiest rope dash but also the most fun would be the one in fence on Split. For this all you have to do is updraft, dash and grab the rope at the same time and you'll get stuck behind this wall. This can also be repeated on the other rope if the enemies are pushing from heaven into vents, and allows you to make some pretty confusing plays for the enemies. Next is my favourite one to do on Split because it allows you to fly onto site and peek B main, but it requires a slight variation of the rope dash you have learned. For this one you'll have to do your dash backwards whilst doing the previous steps. Doing this with a run and jump will allow you to get more momentum and fly further onto B site and allow you to get a more aggressive peek into B main. This next spot allows you to wide peek mailroom by gliding off the rope. The technique to this one is very different in comparison with the other rope dash spots. First you want to line yourself up anywhere along this line, then face the wall in this general area. When doing the rope dash you want to press W when the box appears on your screen to glide smoothly off the rope. Moving on to the final Split spot, this one may be a little bit more tricky so don't get frustrated if you aren't able to do it first try. This Jett Rope Dash allows you to go from under heaven into heaven and peek mail. So for this one you want to updraft, dash, grab the rope, hold control, 180 and hold down W so you just glide off the rope. Moving back to Icebox, this is the exact same technique as the first Jett Rope Dash you learnt, but allows you to get a fast peek down B. This next Jett Rope Dash is exactly the same as the previous one but allows you to get a faster, more aggressive peek down B without having to swing around the cargo containers. If you don't have any updrafts available and still want to aggressively peek B, you can come to the top of the rope and use the backwards dash technique similar to the one on Split for B main. Moving onto the ropes on A side, this one allows you to peek out onto mid if you manage to maintain your momentum off the rope. For this one, you want to updraft then backdash into the rope and continue to do the same method used on the majority of the rope dashes shown. After you detach from the ropes, you will want to hold W down whilst you strafe so that you maintain the speed whilst bunny hopping into mid. Although it is possible to do it from the top of the rope, I found that you are more likely to hit your head on the ceiling unless you position correctly on the rope. That's why I prefer to updraft when doing this jump. Now on the left side ropes, you can do the backwards dash technique to aggressively peek out to T's pushing towards A and catch them off guard. I found that doing this with the forwards dash and 180 is a lot harder to get momentum and you can't peek as far. You can also do the backwards dash on the right rope, but it is a lot harder to strafe around the corners because on the left rope it is simply a straight line and they both achieve the same angle. Now the final set of ropes on Icebox will allow you to peek mid to potentially stop aggressive CTs from pushing behind. For this one you'll want to updraft then dash forward into the rope, doing the same technique as the other jumps. However, this one is a little harder to strafe around, so I would recommend holding A down as you return to the rope. This can also be done with the backdash technique, however I would recommend aiming a little bit towards the left so it's easier to strafe around the corner. The final variation is showing that you don't need to be stood still in your jumps, and you can be creative in the build up towards the rope dash. Thank you for watching my in-depth tutorial on the Jett Rope Dash. I tried to cover as many spots and variations so that everyone could try a hit a variety of jumps before Riot patches this. If you have any questions, feel free to join my Discord and I'll try answer any possible queries you may have. If this video helped you in any way, shape or form, or you simply enjoyed watching the spots, I'd appreciate if you could like, comment and subscribe because I'm closing in on my first 1000 subscribers. Thank you for your time and I hope I could help. There'll be a new video out tomorrow, so see you then. In the meantime, here's some clips from our previous stream. Hope you enjoy. No armor in a dream.
No! They are not coming in.
We're number one.
One enemy remaining.
Last was on it.
There.
So we'll do the vent.
What? Shot.
I've done the wall as well. So one of us, well, a few times.
Okay, there's two. Can I kill them both?
On site. That was sick.
Come see two.